So have you ever tried to put together a status effect build and realized you didn't have the Eclipse pieces that you needed to create a really good one, that you could farm these resource convoys for that XP that is probably the fastest way to level up your season, and it's some really easy XP to get? Well, you got lucky. This week I'm going to show you where you get a few of the pieces to get you one step closer to knocking out this build right here, which I use to farm resource convoys over and over. And when I tell you guys this is probably one of the easiest builds to use, hardly any effort at all. Just gotta run around, make sure you don't get shot, and just let the skills do all the work, because it definitely works and is really efficient. So let's get into it and let's show you where you guys can knock out all these pieces. But first, just look at these guys die. Look at this. They can't even do nothing. Just status effects on status effects. All right, enough gameplay. Let's get into it and show you where you can get a couple of these pieces. So this week, if you guys haven't already, you should be definitely checking out Miss Mendoza weekly. But this week, she does happen to have a couple of those Eclipse pieces. So we'll go through everything she has and I'll tell you what I think you might want to pick up. But at least you know right here this week, this is where you guys can get some of those pieces. So this week, she actually has the long stick, which actually not bad rolls. Marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, critical hit chance. I would roll that to damage targets out of cover, and then has perfect ranger, amplifies weapon damage. They have the name, gloves, the firm handshake of Sokolov that gives you that status effect. I hardly use these. I don't really know anybody who does. The shield splinter actually has almost every roll you would want. You would have to just re-roll these to max them out, and it has perfect optimist. That is what's on this. You can't change the talent, so just maxing this one out would actually be the way to go. But to get this one to pop up, you need to do the DC hunters, those 12 hunters. You head over here, you have the hunter killer. Now you got to do the New York City hunters to get this one unlocked. Armor, hazard protection, repair skills. I would probably take off the repair skills and then max it out. If you don't have this, it has perfect intimidate. Now remember, New York City, the 13 secret hunter mask to actually get this one. Now we have a true patriot backpack. I probably won't pick this one up, but here we go. We actually have the Eclipse pieces you want to get. You don't have to use a chest piece on the Eclipse build, but you could. They have the Eclipse gloves. They also have the Eclipse holster, and they have the Eclipse mask. So if you don't have a vial mask, you can run that piece right there. But if you're looking at trying to put this build together, you can definitely throw these together and you have yourself a decent Eclipse build. Now, if you want the same exact Eclipse build that I'm running, well, you'll have to farm for the vial mask and you have to get the Eclipse backpack. But in the meantime, if you just want to grab these 4 pieces, they always come God roll. You can throw them together pretty quick. Everything else was pretty average. Didn't see anything else on there. I just want to put this out there because I know a lot of people are always saying, hey, I don't have any Eclipse pieces. Well, there you go. At least you will have the gloves and you will have the holster. Those are 2 pieces that I 100% run. And in the meantime, till you can get the other pieces, this will work perfectly fine. And then just throw yourself a backpack talent on there and then run some other knee pads and you'll be perfectly fine. So yeah, that's ideally what I would run. But yeah, this is what Cassie Mendoza has this week. Now, if you want to know how to find her, you guys can use division2maps.com or the app. And all you have to do is find the snitch. And I was able to find him right outside of Jefferson Trade Center next to the safe house. Okay, he was right here. If you look right here, we have Jefferson Trade. We have the safe house just north of me, exactly where I found him. But remember, he can spawn in a bunch of different locations. Once you talk to him, he'll give you the location. All you have to do is look for the shopping cart, which was at the top right of the map. But yeah, pinpoint it, fast travel there, and then that is where she will be located. Remember, she'll be here this whole week. She comes for 24 hours, disappears, comes back, disappears. Just make sure she's whatever time zone you're on. She might be there, she might not. Just find her, keep finding the snitch, and he'll let you know when she's available. But yeah, that's her vendor reset this week. Hopefully I see you guys next week. I'll try to cover these if they have good items. I just thought this one was pretty cool because Eclipse Protocol is my favorite to farm. I'll see you guys around, and until the next Division 2 video, hey, nothing but skills is out.